Hello everybody and welcome back to PSGL. We are live for the F5 Championship here in Portugal. It is an unfamiliar sighting for some here in the Algarve region of Portugal, but it is new to the F1 calendar and to the PSGL calendar. We are back tonight. Haven't been here for a while, but I'm back with you tonight. My name is Evan Dalton on my own for this evening, but it will still be as good a race as ever. We are here for the Algarve circuit here in Portugal, 4.653 kilometers of and a 15-cornered roller coaster here in Portugal. It is an excellent track to spectate at, certainly. We will find out if it is excellent for racing at in a few moments' time. Let me know down below in the chat, of course, if you do have any predictions for tonight's race. We do love to hear from you. But qualifying is about to get underway here in Portugal. It is such a difficult track in terms of track limits, but we are going to stick with our current championship leader. You may remember it used to be TRT Cameron, it is now ECOS Cam Dowds. Back when I was last commentating on this tier, it was TRT Cameron, but things always change. It is Cameron. He's on a set of the mediums. He is leading the championship by 25 points ahead of Tactician. We'll stick with him now for a lap of Portimao, the Algarve circuit, as we've said. Heading around the final corner and down to turn 1 at Premiera. It is a flick to the right and get on the power as quick as possible. Very easy to invalidate down at turn 1. We'll get the graphics up for you now. There it is, turn number 1. All safety true for Cameron, as per always he's a very fast driver, of a one lap very fast driver in race pace. Yellow flag sector 3, that is his teammate for tonight, Vengeance, just slowing down there to let some cars through. But it is Cameron now, second spot. Well, of course he's second spot, it's the start of qualifying. That is, ignore that one from me. It's a purple sector 1 for Cameron, the Red Bull though. Has he backed off on this lap? He has backed off on this lap, so a mistake has been made. Cameron is just going to go for a sighter. Terror Racer though is on a lap. You can see the roaring red brakes on the Alpine. Let's see what Terror Racer can do. Terror Racer, of course, is third in the championship. He is just 39 points off the lead. He is 14 off Tactician in third. That is Yogurt though, the man at fifth in the championship, 50 points off the lead, but he's currently on provisional pole. That's Harry second on a set of softs. Mark is in third with an 18.3 for Williams. On to improve. Terror Racer still on his lap on that tricky uphill right-hander. That is the uphill right-hander of Samsung, would you believe? He's backed off on that lap though, so is Cameron. Hazara still going full pelt as he enters turn 8 of Samsung. The number 8 in turn 8, the Aston Martin, as that's a yellow flag. That is nothing major on the lower end of the track. Of course, as we said, roller coaster here in Portimao. This is the right-hander of Portimao. Very difficult on track limits, this one is, but it is navigated well by Hazara in the Aston Martin. That is Bjorn, who has gone at the back 5th. That's not a competitive time. He will be improving on that final corner now of Galp, turn number 15. It is a flat right-hander. Vengeance goes on provisional pole, a 16.9. He's our top soft runner, as you can see there. But here comes Hazara, final corner. It's good enough for 4th for Hazara in the Aston Martin. It's not a bad time. It is good enough for 4th. There's the tyres. It is very mixed so far in the early parts of this qualifying session. That's a good lap from Hazara, but he will want to improve. He will drop down the order a bit when we get proper times from Cameron. We'll get proper times from Tactician and Topia as well, possibly. Black Box, of course, picking up his first podium of the season last week in China. That is, oh my god, it's Sick Boy, who has gone in third. Speaking of Sick Boys, you have one here in the commentary box, but he's gone into third spot, 17.6 on a set of softs. Is Cameron on a flyer? Yes, he is. Good enough for provisional pole? Of course it is for Red Bull. It is a 16.663 for the man on mediums. That is a rocket fast time for the Red Bull team, who are leading the Constructors' Championship, of course, by 34 points ahead of the Haas outfit of Topia and Sick Boy. Tactician still not setting a proper time, neither has Laggy TM and Terror Racer. Here comes Terror Racer now though. Is it good enough to beat Cameron? No, it's not. It's only good enough for 4th actually. So the mediums outweighing the softs in the early parts of this session. That's a flying lap for Cameron and a half. Is Black Box on a lap now? Yes, he is. Down to the uphill left-hander of turn number 4 and down to the Tora Veep of turn number 5. Tricky corner on the exit of traction. You will see that one here for Black Box. Gets gets on it nicely though, does a decent job, does the Mercedes man. Right-hander now, turn number 7, and into the turn number 8 at Samsung. That's Terror Racer, who's gone 5th. You can see in the timing Terror on your left-hand side. There's a yellow flag, that's a slow Red Bull. Must have run out of fuel or something. But here comes Black Box. Turn 8 of no, not the turn 8 of Portimao, it's the turn 10 of Portimao, down into the turn 12 and 13. It's a fantastic track to watch here. It is very difficult to drive, but it is an absolute roller coaster in terms of a circuit. Turn 14, and into the turn 15 of Galp, the flat right-hander. There is a slow Red Bull on the racing line there. He's going to want to move. That is Cameron, who just about manages to get out of the way, but here's Black Box. Where's this time going to put him? It puts him 5th. So Black Box with a bit of a pace these days. He finished 3rd, of course, last week in China for the Mercedes outfit. He is now currently in 5th, just ahead of Terror Racer. But so far, everyone but Tapia and Bradley who've setting a lap. Good to see who you're supporting. We have a couple of Engines fans, a Harry supporter in the chat. Let us know who you want to win, or who you think is going to win the F5 Portuguese Grand Prix. It's round number 9 in the championship. Of course, the remainder of the races, we have Canada, Japan, Mexico, USA, Azerbaijan and Brazil rounds off the championship for round 15. It is a long calendar. Oh, excuse me, a long calendar this season with 15 total rounds. Everybody in the pits, the mediums are outweighing the softs. Of course, Cameron has set that lap on a set of the mediums, so we have to wait and see what he can do. Good to see Cameron's down here. Hello, Cameron. Well, haven't been here for a while, but it's good to see all the familiar faces back watching the championship. Of course, you were with Brendan for a while. You were with someone else for Austria. Not quite sure who, but I do hope you enjoyed those races. They did seem fantastic. We're back with 9 minutes and 54 left in qualifying. Vengeance on an outlap. It seems like it's going to be Vengeance versus Cameron today. I don't know why, but I'm just getting those sort of feels. It is Red Bull versus Red Bull. Of course, Vengeance is replacing Bugatti today. I can read through the replacements. Of course, we have Laggy TM, who is replacing Fleddy for Alpine. Yuri is replacing Tim in AlphaTauri. Mr. Bradley is replacing Kaki in the Mercedes outfit. And oh my god, a sick boy is replacing Sarikaya, I've mispronounced that name, but oh well, in Haas. Vengeance is getting ready to start a lap, and we're going to just have a listen to this lap. We'll hear the Red Bull roar round the Portuguese circuit. Now we've watched that. What a fantastic lap from Vengeance. We hear the Red Bull roar. Here he comes. Across the line. Is it good enough for pole? No, only good enough for second. Yoga will keep pole. Top of your team. We've seen there just slotting into 5th spot for the Haas team. Still an exciting qualifying. There's a lot of Vengeance supporters in the chat. Good to see. Good to see. He's looking quick so far. Hazara's on a lap. Oh, he's made a bit of a mistake there through the right-hander of turn number 4. Harry on the time now. Turn 1 for the Alfa Romeo. We'll keep an eye on him through the remainder of the session. Someone has just slotted themselves up. That was Tactician, I believe, who's just slotted himself up to 5th spot for Alpine, the man currently 2nd in the championship. Oh, Tapia's off. Where is he off? Is that at the turn 8 of Samsung? Yeah, that's where he is off there. Just, he's going to get in the way of an Aston Martin if he isn't careful. Yeah, gets out of the way well there. Bit of a backlog through turn number 14, but we will see Mr. Bradley is on an outlap as well. He hasn't set a proper time yet today. What's Harry doing then? He's just passed, he's coming up the top, yeah, and he's just passed turn 8 of Samsung into turn number 10 of Portimao. He's 3/10 up, is Harry, so this could be a good time. This is turn 12 and 13, neither have names, so they will just be referred to 12 and 13 as tonight. That's Hazara, started himself in 6th spot. Really good lap from the Aston Martin. Here comes Harry, rounding the final corner. I think he's just backed, I think he might have backed off here. But he's come through to turn 15 of Galp. No, he's not backed off, he's still flying away. Where is Harry going to go? He improves a couple of spots, just ahead of his teammate in 9th. More people on laps. Cameron is 1. Almost 3/10 of a second up as he enters Samsung. Heading down to the flat left-hander now of Craig Jones. Yes, that is the name of the corner, Craig Jones. In 9th spot. And turn 10 of Portimao. Yes, that is the name of the corner. They've just named it after the track. Ran out of corner names. He's 4/10 of a second up. This is going to be enough to beat SXT Yogurt, who's had a mixed season as Yogurt, but have to wait and see as he's had a wobble. There has Cameron. He's had a bit of a wobble through turn 14 of Sages. I've said that wrong. Correct me on that if you are Portuguese. Well, here comes Cameron. Across the line. Is the provisional pole? Of course it is. 16-1 for Cameron. That is a fantastic lap on a set of the soft compound tyres. Will we break into the 15s? Tactician slots himself in 4th to keep a championship challenge up for himself. Of course, yeah, there's the gaps you can see. Harry is 1 second off the pole time, down in 9th. So that gives you a real representation of how close it can be in this tier as Cameron is pushing on an in lap. Oh, Bradley's invalidated again, so no lap for Bradley. Nobody really on laps here. We'll keep an eye on Yuri out on the track. He is just on an out lap. But of course, last week's result was a win for Yogurt in China. And fun fact, Cameron, of course, last week did not finish on the podium, and that was his 2nd race this season not finishing on the podium in 9 races. He did not finish on the podium in Holland, where he DNF'd. He was going to win the race. He was going for a move in the last lap, but sadly crashed with Terror Racer. He wasn't on the podium in Netherlands, and he wasn't on the podium, of course, last week in China. Those were the only 2 races where he hasn't been on the podium, so incredible consistency from the young Red Bull driver there. Portimao, of course, the biggest city in the Algarve region of Portugal. It is some beautiful scenery around the place. You can even see some of it here. There's some beautiful mountains around the place. But back to racing, and it's Yuri who's going to start a lap. We'll stick with him for his lap in the AlphaTauri. He's definitely going to be hoping to improve from his current lap in 12th spot. It becomes now turn 1 now for Yuri, turn 1 of Premiera. It's a click. Oh, he was almost invalidated there. I was going to say it is a fast flick to the right, but Yuri caught my eye there with an almost invalidation. Turn 4 and heading down to turn 5 now. This is a mini DRS zone. Lots of overtakes you will see down into this corner at turn 5. It is good for overtaking, but it is really, really tricky on the exit, which Yuri... He doesn't demonstrate here, actually. He's had a great exit there as we head into turn 7 and 8. Turn 8, of course. Oh, no, he spun, and that's a big mistake for the AlphaTauri. He has spun, and in the gravel, hasn't actually made Samsung. He's gone at 7. If you take that sausage curve on the inside, you will find yourself facing the wrong way, just like Yuri has. So that is a big mistake for Yuri, and he needs to try and find a way to get that AlphaTauri back to the pits and get back out again for another flying gap. Yogurt is currently on his lap as he's heading down towards turn 7, where we see Yuri make that mistake. Quite slow through there actually for Yogurt. This could be just an installation lap maybe. Well, that seems a little bit late for doing installation laps. Turn 9 of Jones and the turn 10 of Portimao. Yes, I am going to be saying that a few times today because I'm just fascinated by the In fact, they've called a corner Portimao. He's backed off his lap. Is Vengeance still on his lap? No, he's backed off as well. So, seems like a lot of drivers are doing 2 out laps. Terror Racer, though, is not. He's going to get the job on with as he heads up the left-hander turn 4. That's another tricky traction zone, as you can see with a wobble from the back of the Alpine in 6th spot. Currently second in the championship. Currently third in the championship. 39 points off the top of Cameron. Championship order, of course, is Cameron, Tactician, Terror Racer, Grimbos, who has left the league, actually, and Yogurt. That is the top 5. Just in case you were unsure, first race watching, we always love new viewers joining us here in the F5 tier, as Yogurt is out. He's gone off at turn 1, and he's got oh no! There's been a contact there because Sick Boy has just received a 5-place grid penalty for a collision, as that is Terror Racer backing off his time. His black box on a lap. No, he's not. He's on an out lap. Cameron will be starting his lap in a moment. Is Vengeance? Yes, Vengeance is on the lap. He is flying down towards turn number 5 of Torre VIP or Torre VIP. I'm not going to lie to you, lads. I don't really know. But here comes Vengeance. Turn 7 and turn 8 of Samsung. This is some people saying, the most difficult corner on the calendar. It is so difficult to get the traction right up there, but Vengeance is nailing it here. A lot of Vengeance supporters in the chat cheering him on. We love to see a bit of support here in the league. But we may get a clash between the Vengeance supporters and the Cameron supporters. He's currently 0.45 off pole, and he's currently 1/10 up on his lap, so this would not be good enough for a pole time. I don't reckon it will be enough to beat Yogurt, but he's going to go for it. Turn 15 of Gulp. Stick to the right hand side, hold towards the line. Is it going to be good enough for pole position for Vengeance? No, it's not even a positional improvement. He is just narrowly missed out on Yogurt. But now it's looking like it's going to be unchallenged for Cameron on the pole, unless Terror Racer can produce some magic in his Alpine down the hill, back up the hill, which is the case a lot of the time here in the Algarve circuit. Oh no, he's almost 3/10 down. This is a horrible lap for Terror Racer. See what Hazara can do. 13 seconds left in the session. Yes, that is the yellow flag. Is that... oh my god, it's Sick. Yes, it is Sick Boy. Top your team has gone... oh no, he's still in 5th, but he hasn't validated his lap time. Here comes Terror Racer. Down through Galp. I can't imagine this will improve his time unless he's had a whopper last sector. He has improved. He's gone up to 5th and he's beaten Top your team, who won't be on another lap. He's now finished. Vengeance, though, he's off. Cameron is on another lap. Wants to improve that pole time by even more. We are known for close qualifyings here in F5. Not the case today in terms of the pole. Cameron is on another level here in qualifying. This Red Bull on rails, quite frankly, in qualifying. So we'll see what he can do. Turn 14 and 15. Always made a mistake there. I can't imagine this lap will be any quicker. That's lost him at least a 10th. Margins are so close for this young man. And oh, this could be an improvement. It is not an improvement. He's just narrowly missed out, but it is easily pole position for Cameron, unless Bjorn. No, Bjorn is invalidated, so he won't be pulling magic, and neither will... oh my god, it's Sick Boy. It is an easy pole position in the end for Cameron. Unchallenged at the top of the grid is the young Briton, the youngest racer in the current season of PSGL. So that is fantastic racing from the young Briton. Cameron is on pole here in the Algarve. Just waiting for the Red Bull crew to get Vengeance in the pits, the Aston Martin crew to get Hazara in the pits, and the Haas crew to get, oh my god, a Sick Boy in the pits. Do stick around with us for the race here, though. We're going to have a fantastic Grand Prix ahead of us. So let us know down below who you think is going to win this Grand Prix. I'm sure the only answers will be Vengeance or Cameron, but they both have a fantastic shot. Fun fact about the Algarve region, while we're waiting to get ready, there is actually 64 track options, track layouts around this circuit. 64. I didn't think that. I knew Paul Ricard had a lot, but there are 64 track variations. Cameron's on pole for Red Bull. Yogurt in second. Could challenge today. He didn't get a last run in due to some sort of incident. I'll have a look in the chat now. See if there any mention of it. But it is Vengeance in third, the Australian. So Couple of Aussie fans in the chat, I imagine, for Vengeance. It is Tactician in 4th, Terror Racer 5th, Toppy in 6th, Black Box in 7th, Azara 8th, Harry 9th, Bjorn in 10th, oh my god, a Sick Boy in 11th, but he'll have a grid penalty, Yuri in 12th, Mark 13th, Laggy TM in 14th. Mr. Bradley didn't get the time in the end of that session, poor from Bradley, but I'm sure he'll be back in the race. He'll start 15th, well, he'll start 14th due to the penalty of, oh my god, it's Sick Boy. Let's know down below. To get P3 with no practice at 5 AM. Oh god, it's 5 AM in Australia. I forgot about that. God, this would be impressive if Vengeance could win at 5 in the morning. Wow, that was that'd be fantastic if he could win at 5 in the morning. Oh, bit of a dark cloud. I wonder will we get some race. They are standing on the soft. You can see in the garage there. It'll always be the tyres and that they can stand off. So Black Box. Oh no, there you go. You can see he changed his tyres. Black Box will be standing on the hards. He's outside the top 10, of course. Yogurt P1 after the start. Could happen. Could happen. As I've said, let us know. Vengeance, pure hustle. It is a hustle, and I well respect that. Racing at 5 in the morning takes something else. I've did 24-hour races, and I've raced at 5 in the morning, so I do know how it feels. But wow, that is a lot of respect for him. Mr. Vengeance, Mr. 5 AM, standing third. We'll get the strategy up for you now. I'm going to be quite frank here when I say I don't really know what these guys will be doing, because they are a lot more experienced than me, but what I would have to go for a guess would be a medium soft or a soft medium. Get the tyres up now. There it is. Bottom 10 on mediums, top 10 on soft. Well, Bjorn's actually in the mediums. He qualified on the medium. Oh no, he didn't. Sorry, apologies. I will explain this rule. Because, oh my god, a Sick Boy had a grid penalty. Bjorn technically qualified 11th, but because he got promoted to the top 10, he still can't get that free tyre choice. It's a win-win for Bjorn. The two Alfa Romeos going to hope not to make contact in 9th and 10th. They are going to hope to do what Giovinazzi and Raikkonen did yesterday. I don't know if people seen, but they both passed Ricciardo in the same corner. Splendid stuff for the Alfa Romeo crew. Cameron versus Yogurt is a battle we've seen many times this season, and we're going to see it again. Cameron, of course, was in the TRT Esports team. He's now joined Ecos. He is a fantastic young driver who is on course to win this championship. This is it's going to be an interesting race. I imagine we will get a safety car at some point, but another fun fact for you while we are on course with it, we've had 26 points finishers this season. 26, that is quite a lot, folks, we'll tell you that. That's including the reserves, of course. We've had 26 point finishers, all scoring at least 1 point in the championship. But we're getting ready to go in the Algarve. It is going to be a fantastic race. Make sure to stick around with us. Unless maybe you're Australian and you're up for work, I'd recommend getting some sleep. But we're here for Portugal. If you've just joined us, it is Cameron on pole. 33 fantastic laps of racing ahead. The cars are very small on this main straight, but they'll get us going. Oh my god, a Sick Boy will line us up on the grid for Portugal. Cameron needs to get a good launch if he wants to stay ahead into turn 1. Here's the lights. No, we've had a desync at the back, but it's all okay. 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. We go racing in Portugal. What's the start like? That's a good getaway from Yogurt on the inside of the grid. He's already down into turn 1. Someone said he'd be leading. He certainly is. Down into turn 1. There's an Alpine. Very, very slow through there, but he's going to keep the car in a straight line, just about managed. Slow through 3 now. Get the car up. It is Cameron though who still leads this Grand Prix, but Yogurt's got a much better exit down towards turn number 5. Still side by side. Red Bull on the outside, McLaren on the inside. Great first lap battle with these two. Yogurt pushes Cameron a little bit off the circuit, but they do keep going side by side. This could end in tears for all involved. No, still side by side. It's going to be Yogurt round the outside at Samsung. What a fantastic move. for the McLarenman. He leads the Portuguese Grand Prix. That is an excellent move for Yogurt, but they're still battling as we enter Portimao. Harry is off at the back. Something's happened between him and Sick Boy, I believe, there, and there's Vengeance all the way down to 8th position, as I think there's a lot of chaos at the back here. Vengeance is going very slowly, and there is cars moving everywhere. Yuri has picked himself up a 3-second time penalty as there's a hass around. That's top of your team around, and Mr. Bradley has unfortunately just been caught up in that one. Nothing he could do, but it is Yogurt who leads the Portuguese Grand Prix, entering lap number 2. Cameron is still with the McLaren though. Don't count him out just yet. Tactician already dropped out the DRS, and that is top of your team taking a little trip into the midfield. Unfortunate for him. Tactician is up 1 to 3rd, Black Box up 3 to 4, Azara is up 3 to 5, Terror Racer down 1, and Vengeance is down 4 to 7th, picking up some bad luck there on the start. We have a lot in the pits. We have Bjorn, we have Yuri, we have Bradley, we have Topia, but it is still Yogurt who is leading the Grand Prix, and Topia is out. Topia is out of the Portuguese Grand Prix. He is retired in the pits and will not be continuing. Sad to see drivers retire on lap 1 like that, because there is so much opportunity in league racing. But unfortunately, some do make that decision to just give up after lap 1. But nevertheless, that just benefits the guys around them. It is Yogurt, as we've said, still leading 0.6 of a second ahead of Ecos Cameron Dowds. Well, Ecos Cam Dowds, but I've been calling him Cameron all season and I'm not changing now. Black Box is one going very under the radar. He's currently in 4th, finished 3rd last week, as we've said, in China, and if he plays his cards right, he could end up back on the podium. We'll get the tyres up for you now to let you know what the guys at the back have gone on. It is hards for Bradley, and it is mediums for Bjorn and Yuri. Lap number 3 now, a much less chaotic lap number 2 than lap 1, but it is still looking good for Yogurt at the front. Vengeance now sets the fastest lap of the Grand Prix in the Red Bull Racing Honda, a 1:19.1. DRS has been enabled. I do apologise for my mic there. It goes real funny like that. Hopefully that's solved now though. It just takes a plug back in, but it makes a sort of a crackling. Hopefully all good now. Black Box though is looking to get past Tactician, as that's Laggy TM and Max having a little bit of a battle. Both of our top medium runners, they both escaped everything on lap 1. As that's Bradley out. He has gone on turn 15 of Galp, and we have a virtual safety car. This is going to be upgraded to a full safety car, I can imagine. That happens quite a lot on this game. No, it's not going to be, I don't think. That is Mr. Bradley out at turn 15 of Galp. He is our 2nd retirement of the day. We are down to 13 cars, and we have a virtual safety car. But this will help them do a little bit of fuel saving, a little bit of ERS saving, but they do need to be careful with the Delta. The Delta is very difficult in this game. It just drops all of a sudden. For those who don't know what the Delta is the pace they all have to keep at. DRS has been enabled, and we go racing once again. It's actually benefited for Yogurt that it's happened halfway down the straight, because Cameron won't get a run on him through turn number 1. He could get a run on him down at the 2nd straight. That is the run down from turn 4 to turn 5 of Torre Vip, which is where we will see a good few overtakes today. But it's settled down a little bit, but it won't be settling down in terms of the long run. Hazara, it has been catching Black Box slowly but surely since that VSC restart. He's been crawling out a few tenths here and there in the Aston Martin. As Zara, he's looking good so far. As he's actually got Black Box. Black Box has made a mistake, and he's actually got him. So it is turn 4. It's turn 4. It's P4 for Zara. He's set a purple sector 2 there, so he has got it, and that is Yuri. That is Yuri PSV gone at the back. He will be swamped up by Harry now. It is not a good day, as he's no front wing. Yuri has no front wing, and we'll have to limp home to the pits. That is not easy on a track like this, where your front wing, it means quite a lot, because there's so many corners. There's 15 turns, of course, around this 4.653 circuit. Yuri has picked up a 3-second time penalty for track limits. This is Vengeance. Vengeance past Terror Racer. That is P6 for Vengeance now on his crawl back up since that unlucky lap 1. He has 3 cars sat right in front of him. The tactician train is starting to form as Hazara is going to look to get past. He got past one. He's going to try get past another. Down the inside goes Hazara. Can't quite pull it off. Yes, oh, he can pull it off. Apologies. That is well past. Black Box now is the next man on the back of Tactician. Tactician finished second last week. Currently second in the championship. Could do with a good result here today, but it's not. It's looking like a good result so far. But this pace and falling down the order is not going to help him, as he does have Vengeance and Terror Racer also catching up to him slowly. As Yuri, I imagine, is going to retire from this Grand Prix as well. There we go. That is our third retirement. That is Yuri out of the race once again. So we are down to 12 runners. It's not a lot, but perfectly good racing still in store. Topia saying ban Vengeance immediately. Topia, I would not say that. The chat is very much full of Vengeance supporters. Well, there's obviously an incident gone on turn 1 here, but here comes Cameron Dowds. Trying to make the move, he pulls to the inside and he's past Yogurt down into turn 1. A straightforward move for the Red Bull. Yogurt does need to keep with him though, and does need to stick with the Red Bull if he does want to win this Grand Prix, because if you let Cameron get an opportunity to pull away, he will very much do so. Here comes Yogurt. He's going to try it down into turn 5. No, backs off early. That could be a clever decision from Yogurt. It is still only lap 6. We've plenty of laps to go, but that is Cameron now in the lead of the Portuguese Grand Prix. Zara is 3.1 seconds behind Yogurt. Keep an eye on that gap. That's all I'm going to say. We'll keep an eye on it to try see can he catch back up to the pack. Well, the pack, I mean the front two. It is we have a peloton back here. If anyone watches cycling, we have a little bit of a peloton trying to catch the front two here on lap 6. There's a beautiful camera shot. You can really see the elevation change here. It is a video game, of course, but this is real life, still a real life circuit. The elevation change it's really large. It is this is a massive downhill corner and then massively up the hill, as that is Cameron Dowds setting the fastest lap of the race. Black Box is going to have a run on the Tactician here. That is Black Box easily past the Ferrari. There is no defence on this main straight. It is so large and so wide. You really have to you're going to have to get the Ayrton Senna moves out if you really want to defend, as these drivers still do have a few laps to do on these tyres. So if they are starting to struggle, that's not very good at all. Here comes Vengeance trying to get revenge on Tactician, because Tactician got him at the start. He's going to have to try and make a move. That was a terrible pun. I should be sacked for that one, but we'll ignore that. Vengeance is going to try and make a move on Tactician. Racing at 5 AM if you just joined us. Vengeance is the Aussie. I wouldn't say there's very many Aussies in the entire 13 PSGL PS tiers. I would say Vengeance is one of the only ones. But he's here and he's roaring to go. Is Vengeance, is that Harry gone? That is Harry gone at turn 1. That's unfortunate for Harry. He's not had a good day so far. Had a good qualifying, but it hasn't been that good of a race. Vengeance is going to swarm Tactician in the main straight. I wouldn't even say there will be competition for the Aussie. If he can just burn enough ERS, get enough DRS, he will swoop past the Ferrari. Although Tactician's got a fantastic exit. No, this is going to be made difficult. Ignore everything I was saying. Tactician has got a good exit, and Vengeance has made some sort of a mistake. But I can still imagine Vengeance will be past him fairly quickly. He does a good pace today, that does Vengeance. Was just beaten in qualifying by Yogurt and Cameron. But so far, so good. And speaking of Yogurt and Cameron, they're both still nip and tuck. It is 0.6 of a second separating the Red Bull and the McLaren of Cameron and of Yogurt. They enter turn 8 of Samsung, the most difficult corner on the calendar, as some would say. I would argue not. I would argue it's definitely that long right-hander in China. That one gets me every time. Can't do that to save my life. As Vengeance is right on the back of Tactician now. He's really, really close as Harry picks up a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Tactician just seems to be running a lot of straight line speed. He just has low wings and seems to burn it down the straight, and that is Harry gone. We have 4 retirements and 11 runners remaining. Here comes Vengeance. Does he get a better exit? No, Tactician just gets the exit every time out of turn 14, but turn 15 Galp is this downhill right-hander, and is Vengeance going to creep up past the Ferrari? See, that Tactician, he's still getting DRS and he's still getting a bit of tow past Black Box, so no, Vengeance won't get him. And Vengeance is going to have to watch for the Alfa Romeo, the slow one there. No, it's Ghosted, thankfully enough. Doesn't have to watch for him. He's caught in a train here, does Vengeance, because Terror Racer is right behind him. He needs to take a bit of a tighter line through turn 14, in my opinion. He's not getting the exit, and he really needs the exit to get past that speedy Ferrari of Tactician down the straight. That is, it's very quick, as he's run a little bit wide there. See, it's just these mistakes crawling in for Vengeance. If he could just tidy these up, he can easily fly past Tactician, because he has the pace on him. He's a very quick driver, is Vengeance, in the early look that we have seen of him, of course, here in PSGL F5. Well, the early look I've seen of him, I don't know if he raced last week or not, but we will see, as he's a lot closer this lap. He is a lot closer this lap as they go through turn number 12 and 13. He's a lot closer. Black Box has made a mistake as well. As Tactician, he's starting to wobble. There is the tighter line for Vengeance. Yep. This is a good exit. This is going to be realistically one of his better opportunities for the Red Bullman to take P5 off Tactician, because the Black Box is breaking the toe, but Tactician could also have a look down this main straight. Tactician is actually the one going for the move, not him having to defend on Black Box. Just not long enough of a straight for Tactician. Is he going to try the inside though? Is the Ferrari right up behind him? Black Box defends well, however. Goes a bit deep though. Tactician going to try the outside of turn 4. This could be a splendid overtake. It is a splendid overtake by Tactician. That is a fantastic move. Into P4 at turn 4, and Vengeance is now looking to make the move. Yellow flag sector 1, that is the house of Sick Boy, and Black Box has now got Vengeance. So, oh no, sorry, Black Box was well ahead of Vengeance. Vengeance sticks P6. Terror Racer is the one on the back of Vengeance, not Black Box. My apologies for that. We're on lap 10. This is a good race for P4. Tactician has just picked up the pace a slight bit, so we'll have to wait and see if Terror Racer can capitalise, because he is quick this season. He is very quick this season. Vengeance and Black Box. Vengeance is just caught in this train. I know if he's saying Vengeance a lot, but it's because he is just caught in a train. He has the pace. It's just dirty air. It's just awful at this circuit. But that is Laggy TM and Terror Racer having a fight. The medium tyre is now coming into play for Laggy TM. This is excellent stuff for Laggy. This train is really helping him, because these guys will have to make an earlier pit stop, but Black Box has fallen out of the toe of Tactician, and Vengeance, burn your ARS, mate. Get past them, because he needs to. This is a crucial overtake for his race. Is he going to try to do what Tactician does and hope Black Box goes deep at turn number 3? Black Box does go deep at turn 3, actually, but Vengeance just is not close enough. Unfortunate for him. He could try and move down into turn 3. What Vengeance realistically needs to save his race and get past Black Box is Tactician to pull the DRS on Black Box, and he needs to also hope Laggy TM just does not have enough in these mediums to get up beside him. Apologies, stumbling over the words. It's a very action-packed race though. I do have an excuse. Hazara has fallen off the back of Yogurt, by the way. We were saying to watch that gap. The only thing that gap has did was extended, so not good for Hazara, although I'm sure he will be satisfied with a P3 today. That will be a fantastic result for him. Vengeance though, he needs to get the run on Black Box. He needs to take a better line through turn 14. This is his major problem around this Portimao circuit. He just can't get the exit. There he goes again. Black Box gets a much better exit than Vengeance does. Is Vengeance going to find himself under from a threat from Laggy TM? Yogurt is the first of our pitters from this main pack, and it looked like Laggy TM, or the DRS wasn't in play, he'd be clear here, but the DRS is in play, and these guys are just sticking in a train. Laggy TM quick through 1, and he's picked himself up a warning there for sure, because he's run over the white line. He's just ran over a tab, but he has ran over the white line. Vengeance still can't find a way past our Aussie here tonight, racing at 5 in the morning, of course, although it is, well, it's almost 6 in the morning for Vengeance, so he will. I wonder, is tiredness creeping in? Could well be. But Black Box is falling off the back of Tactician, but he's not falling off the back of Tactician enough to warrant an easy manoeuvre for Vengeance. So Black Box doing everything he possibly needs to do in this Portuguese Grand Prix. Now, let's see, has Vengeance realised that turn 14 is his major problem here? He's not hooking the lineup enough, and he's not getting that bolt out of the exit that Black Box has been, and Tactician. But Black Box is slowly but surely making mistakes. Yogurt's made a very early pit stop for the mediums, by the way, folks. Cameron is in to counteract an undercut, so we will keep an eye on the lead pit battle here, because I can't really see these guys. Oh no, that is Black Box in the pits, and that leaves Vengeance very vulnerable to a move from Laggy TM at the back. He's no slipstream, thankfully still gets a DRS, and it looks like he will survive. Gloria Gaynor, I will survive, says Vengeance. He will stay in P3 for this lap, I imagine, but here comes Yogurt, here comes Cameron, there's Cameron on the pit exit, here comes Yogurt, the undercut has worked, and he's made a mistake, he's hit the inside curb there, but thankfully he keeps the car in a straight line, and it is XXT Yogurt who retakes the lead of the Portuguese Grand Prix. When will we see these top three pit? I imagine it'll be sometime soon, although they aren't in the same battle as the leaders. They are not in the same battle as the leaders. Hazara is in a world of his own, but we need to keep an eye on Yogurt and Cameron, because Cameron is a driver who does not like to stick behind for a long time. He loves just getting in front and just clearing his own path, which is fair enough. It is probably the idea of racing, not really to stick behind in DRS. Laggy TM has almost made a move on Vengeance there. Of course, if these two pit this lap, Laggy TM will be in a very, very comfortable position compared to his medium runner counterparts. He is 5.7 seconds clear of Mark, our Spaniard, in the Williams. It is Hazara in, it is Vengeance into the pits, but Tactician stays out. Is that a tactical move for Tactician? Again, should be fired for the punts, but we'll ignore it. Tactician stays out, and Laggy TM is very quick through turn 1. He's very quick on the entry. Let's see where Hazara comes out in relation to Yogurt. I can't imagine it will be close. As yet, there they go. It is, will they come out ahead of, oh my god, it's Sick Boy. Hazara won't, and he'll be on the inside of, oh my god, it's Sick Boy. Hazara struggling on the cold tyres. Vengeance has been jumped by Black Box. Black Box was ahead of him anyways, but I mean, the undercut has worked for these two folks. Laggy TM has picked up a penalty, as he's actually passed Tactician. My apologies for not picking up that battle. He has passed Tactician through Samsung, and he is into the provisional lead of this race. Laggy TM is replacing Fleddy today. Fleddy has not won a race this season in the Alpine. He's had a couple of good races, but he's had a lot of bad luck, really, has Fleddy. But Laggy TM, he's looking good today, because he'll go to the soft if we don't get a safety car. Yeah, he'll go to the soft. Is Tactician going to pit this lap? No, stays out for another field. He'll definitely be quick in the medium on the next stint for sure. That's if he doesn't get undercut by too much. How's Cameron doing in terms of a battle? He's fallen off the back of Yogurt. Yogurt looks to have good pace on this medium. The medium is it's working well, as that is the fastest lap for SXT Yogurt. As Vengeance has fallen to 10th. Vengeance has fallen to 10th. Terror Racer is going to steam past Black Box here. Black Box does not have the advantage of ERS and DRS, and it will be Terror Racer who will take P number 8 in this race. Although Black Box, he could have a look. No, that's good racing from Terror Racer, I have to say. That is very good defending from the Alpine. That is good stuff for FRL Terror Racer, and he'll take P8, but that is going to be more than P8 once we get, oh my god, it's Sick Boy, Mark and Laggy TM into the pits. Well, apologies for that. Couldn't mute the microphone in time. Tactician surely has to be in this lap. He's almost did half the race on this set of soft. He'll go to a medium. Most certainly, he'll be quick on the medium. He will be quick on the medium. He'll be a lot quicker than the people who've already pit come the end of the race. Is he in? He is in. Tactician. That's a very fast pit entry. Yeah, that's a very fast pit entry from Tactician. And he has picked up a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Yogurt has set, oh no, Cameron has set the fastest lap of the race. He's just about beat him. We'll see where Tactician comes out. I imagine it will be behind Terror Racer and Black Box, who are just going through turn 15 of Galp. Mark has picked up a 3 seconds. There is Tactician. Here is Terror Racer. Look at the track map. You can see Tactician. You can see Terror Racer. Is he going to get out in front? Is he going to get out in front of Vengeance? No, he's not. Vengeance gets 9th. Tactician, apologies, has made a big mistake there, as Yogurt has got past Mark. Cameron is going to try and get past Mark, and I think Mark has just yielded there. He's given way. I'm going to be honest, what Marcus did there is probably the cleverest option, because Mark is not running a race with Yogurt and Cameron. He's behind them, as they've already pit. So just steering clear and not losing too much time. Pick yourself up a little bit of a DRS and a bit of a tone in the main straight, and you'll be all good. But no real on-track battles. We do have these 4 guys in a bit of a train here, but Vengeance, just the racecraft hasn't been on par today. The pace has been there, but the racecraft has not been on par for the Aussie. He just hasn't got the moves done when he needed to, and it's probably dropped him a bit further back than he would have likened to. But it's a long race, and the race certainly isn't over, as Cameron is actually going to look for a race-leading move on Yogurt. Yogurt defends, Cameron to the inside, Yogurt to the outside. It is Egos Cameron Dowd who takes the lead, but Yogurt is still going to fight this one. Is he going to try a turn 4 manoeuvre? We've seen Tactician pulling off earlier today. No, Cameron will settle, but this is a fantastic exit for Yogurt. This is the battle for the provisional lead. Bjorn's retired in the pits, but it is Yogurt who takes the lead of the Portuguese Grand Prix. Side by side, he's pushed Cameron off the circuit. Terrible camera angle here, folks, but we have it back now. Cameron's still pushing. Is he going to push past in turn 8 of Samsung? No, he's not. Yogurt's going to keep the lead through turn 9 of Jones. That is good overtaking. This is a fantastic fight we are having with these two today. They are both fantastic racers. Everyone who finishes will score points today, folks, as we do have 5 retirements of Bjorn, Harry, Yuri, Bradley and Topia. Bjorn, Harry, Yuri, that felt really nice to say. That's a slick way to retire yourself, guys. So fair play for that. Black Box. Black Box still ahead of Vengeance. Vengeance still hasn't found a way past. We'll stick to the front 2 though, as Yogurt defended that place well. He is still ahead of Ecos Cam, and it's not looking like Cameron is close enough on this lap, although he's really getting a good tow. He's getting a good suction. Is he going to go for the move in turn 1? Yogurt defends. Cameron going to try get the better exit through 1 into 2 and 3. No, not close enough. Yogurt's fantastic in this turn 4 here, folks. Watch the way he takes it. Flick the car in, bit of curb, and power down in the exit. He gets the gap every time on Cameron's going to have to send it if he wants to get it done in turn 5, so turn 1 is still his best opportunity. Does Vengeance look like he's going to make any sort of move? Nope, not for the moment, unless he gets a better run through 4. He most certainly doesn't. Black Box gets a much better run through there. This is good. It's good racing from Black Box. It's not good racing from Vengeance, because he's stuck in the depths of P9 and he has Tactician behind him on fresher tyres. Laggy TM is also going to be coming into the pits soon, and I can't quite tell where he's going to drop out. I'm unsure of there's the gap for the leader. I think he could drop out in this battle between Terror, Black Box and Vengeance. I think that's where he could drop out. But in all honesty, I'm not quite sure here, folks. We will find out when he pits, of course. Cameron isn't close enough on this occasion. Laggy TM stays out. Mark also, he's in a world of his own here. He has to pit as well, but he will drop to the back, I believe, because he doesn't have that 6 or so seconds more for that pit stop. Although the gap between everybody and Laggy TM will come down. Vengeance, he's getting that little bit quicker, he's a little bit closer down the straights, and he is sizing up a move. His best opportunity is if Black Box and Terror Racer go racing, but he just can't let himself fall into the clutches of Tactician, who's a great overtaker, and he will just whip past you in a fantastic move in some random corner on the circuit. He's been doing it all season. He could go for it around the outside in Samsung. For all we know, he could go for it into this corner, into Porter now. But Cameron is a bit closer on this lap, and we still do. Oh, big wobble for Ecos Cam. He saved it well though, so good stuff for Cam. We'll stick with this battle. There is not many battles on the circuit, apart from the one for the provisional race lead and this one. So we will have to we'll have to keep an eye on them both. This is Cam. He's just not close enough. He's not even burned the ERS. He's saving it for an attack. Look at the slipstream in the DRS. He does get on Yogurt. He's just not close enough for a move into one. Yogurt just gets the exit every time, and he's quick through 4 as well. So Yogurt just doing what he needs to do here, apart from that mistake he's just made. And apart from that one, so here comes Cameron for a move. He's going for the race lead. Down the inside goes Cameron. Yogurt's going to have to try a smart switch back, which he has pulled off. These two are going to be side by side into 7. Yogurt's pulled off the switch back. Cameron's still on the inside into Samsung. He sends it and he makes it. It is Cameron into 2nd spot, which is provisional P1, and he gets the move done. Fantastic racing between these two to keep it clean. You wouldn't get that anywhere else apart from F5, folks. This is a fantastic Grand Prix we are having here. This is great stuff. This is excellent, as there's been something happened. Oh no, these two are still all in a line. They are catching up to... Oh my god, it's Sick Boy though, but Yogurt now is the one who needs to try and get the exits. And if there was ever an Evanism, you know, Murrayisms, it's definitely that he's doing everything he needs to do, apart from the 2 mistakes he's just made. Maggie TM into the pits. We'll see where he comes out now. I think he'll come out in this little battle here. He'll want to be in front of it realistically, but he will be on a quick set of soft compound tyres to whip past these boys, not sit behind them. Here comes Laggy TM. Here comes Laggy TM. He's going to be close with Vengeance. Oh, that's close. That's so close on the exit. He's got ahead of Tactician. He was very close to contact with Vengeance, though. That was really, really close. The pit exit is quite dangerous in this circuit, is what I'm realising. But he's got ahead of Tactician. That means Mark will be well behind this group. But Black Box and Vengeance is getting so close to running into the car in front of them. What about our front battle? Is Yogurt any closer? He's keeping with Cameron, and these two are going to be fighting till the end of the race. I imagine Mark will be pitting soon, which will unleash Hazara back onto the podium. Hazara's did everything he needs to do, but keep an eye on Laggy TM. He's going to be... Oh, he's coming around the outside of Vengeance! It's a Portimao. That is an excellent move for Laggy TM. That is splendid. He is not wasting any time sitting behind these guys. Those softs are fired up and ready to go. Around the outside through Jones. That was of turn 9 on the entrance into Portimao. We could possibly get Black Box on this lap as well. We'll get the ERS up for you now. Just quickly, he has 100% ERS. Marcus into the pits. He'll drop to the back, most likely. As, oh my god, it's Sick Boy. Still has to pit. As Laggy TM is not close enough, but Black Box is close to Terror Racer, and he's gone for the outside into turn 1. These two still side by side. It's around the outside for Black Box. That is excellent. The 2 Alpines are going at it as well, and Laggy TM has got Terror Racer. Terror Racer losing 2 positions through this sector. This is an excellent Grand Prix, as Laggy TM surely has Black Box now down into turn 5 of Torre VIP. Around the outside, he's going to have to go, but he does have that extra grip. He's going to stick it around the outside. Keeps it on the circuit, as there's a mistake there from Terror Racer, but Vengeance cannot tackle it. Turn 7 side by side. Laggy TM just has to back out. You get another car through the left-hander of Jones here. He's going to try the outside. He did this on Vengeance. He's going to do it on Black Box, and he's got it done. No, he hasn't. Contact. Black Box closes the door. Silly maneuver, and that is Laggy TM's chances well and truly gone in this race, which is so unfortunate because the young man was flying. He's made contact with Black Box, who has just closed the door. And it's really unfortunate for Laggy TM because he's been sent spinning onto the gravel, and that's unfortunate there. That is really, really unfortunate, and I think that could be Black Box's fault if it's anyone's. As oh my god, Sick Boy has got 5 seconds for speeding in the pit lane. DRS has been broken almost by Cameron. He's almost broke the DRS there. That would have been crucial, but Yogurt has burned a bit of ERS and he's got back in it. Vengeance has picked up 3 seconds as Mark is past Sick Boy. That's apologies, that's just because Sick Boy is in the pits. These four all looking close now. Vengeance, is he going to finally try get a move on Terror Racer? He needs to get it done soon. Black Box has been dirty, says Top. Yep. As Tactician is also going to look for a move on Vengeance soon. Vengeance, he just hasn't got the overtaking done when he needed to be. It has been crucial stuff, but he just hasn't got it done when it needed to be done. Yogurt he's struggling. These guys are struggling on their tyres. They've been battling and pushing for so long that they're actually starting to struggle a little bit. Terror Racer is right behind Black Box. Of course, Terror Racer lost the position to Black Box and Laggy TM, but Laggy, of course, has been sent spinning by Black Box. Terror Racer will know that and take a little bit more caution, I imagine. But Terror Racer will get his position anyways if we stay like this due to penalties. We haven't had a safety car yet, folks, so that's a crucial one. We have not had a safety car. Terror Racer, Black Box breaking the DRS. Here comes Vengeance. Vengeance is going to finally try and make a move, but Terror Racer, he just doesn't have the straight line speed. Just does not have it. Terror Racer is going to try flick through one and make a move on Black Box. Fastest lap of the race for Mark CP99. No, there's no moves. None of these guys are going for moves. They just can't get close enough. They just cannot quite get enough. Sorry, battle for the lead. Yogurt's past Cameron, so Cameron has had a wobble there. I do apologise for not picking up on that one, but Cameron he's just made a mistake and lost the lead there, I can imagine. It just seems to be that's the only way you can get past, is when someone makes a mistake or you have a superior tyre advantage. These guys battling, because Laggy TM could catch back up and have another go realistically at these. These guys they're not going the quickest. Cameron's going to burn a couple, some ERS possibly, and try take this lead back from SXT Yogurt. That's easier said than done though. Yogurt is a fantastic defender. Lap 24 of 33, lap 25 of 33, apologies. Here comes Cameron, going for the lead, and he gets it done. Easy as you like. Cameron back into the lead. His pace is fantastic these last couple of laps. Yogurt is starting to slowly struggle, although Cameron is the one who made that mistake to give up the lead, so Yogurt just needs to stick in his DRS. Yogurt, of course, won the opening race of the season by putting a switchback on the final lap to Cameron. Cameron has lost 3 races. We have had a swap on the lead for every race on the final lap, almost. Apart from the last 2, I wasn't here for, so I don't know that, but we've had a lot. As oh my god, it's Sick Boy sets the fastest lap of the race. Vengeance trying to get past Terror Racer. Still trying to get past Terror Racer. Apologies, he just hasn't looked like he can get the move done so far. Yogurt running over the curb a little bit there. We'll wait to see. As here comes Yogurt. He's still in the DRS as Terror Racer is so close to Black Box now. He just needs to get past them on the straight. I'm wondering why dirty air is so difficult around Portugal, but I didn't think it was this bad realistically. These guys are struggling so much for overtakes, apart from the front two. The front two are flying in terms of overtakes, but they are both great racers. Both have fantastic racecraft. We are on lap 26 of the Portuguese Grand Prix. Black Box just gets the exit every time, and he does his little pull to the right hand side and breaks the toe. Terror Racer doesn't follow him, meaning he's never going to get past on the straight. He needs the toe, unless he can go for something in turn number 3 here. It's going to be a very late send, if it is a send, but it is not a send. And Tactician has made a mistake and fallen off the back. Terror Racer needs to get it done down into turn 5. Black Box just gets fantastic exits. That car is silky smooth on the throttle. That is what we are finding out slowly here. It is very comfortable on the throttle. Let's see, can Terror Racer try find a way past Black Box? He's starting to struggle here. Terror Racer is going to try do what Laggy TM has been doing. Laggy TM, speaking of him, is catching up quite a lot since his little bit of a spin. He'll still have a tyre advantage when he catches up. That's the thing, these guys are just, by not making moves, ruining their own races slowly. Like, there's a 12-second gap to Hazara in front. Hazara is in no man's land. As Max Verstappen said, his biggest challenge of the race His biggest challenge of the race was trying not to fall asleep. I think that's going to be FNR Hazara's statement after this race. Black Box to the right hand side as per usual to break the toe. Although Terror Racer is sticking with him this time, Vengeance just needs to try get the move done. He's been struggling, but here comes Terror Racer down the inside of Black Box. Finally gets the move done. Black Box pulls, and this is going to allow Vengeance. This is going to allow Vengeance through. The Aussie, he's on the inside of Black Box. Oh, just can't get past. But he's going to get the switch back as Black Box goes deep, and Vengeance finally gets the move done. Black Box, oh, he's weaving. He's almost hit Tactician. Dangerous weaving from Black Box, who's actually gone AI. For some reason, I don't get why he's just gone AI, but he is now AI, and that allows Vengeance finally to move away from that P6. Finally. Is Black Box still AI? No, he's unpaused now, so that's good for Black Box to get back in the race. As that is now finally Terror Racer and Vengeance through, and they could possibly unleash themselves a little bit on this race. Mark and Laggy TM are both so close to the back of this train now. They could swoop up. Sadly, oh my god, a sick one. Yogurt has picked up a 3-second time penalty. That is crucial in terms of this race. We'll have a quick look at Cameron's warnings. He's picked up 1. So that is crucial in terms of this race. He could get it removed. That is the case. His Vengeance is finally making moves now. He's found his little bit of a comfort zone, and he's pushing out of it. Vengeance finally clears himself after 28 laps of this train. PHG Vengeance is finally into P number 4 and can finally push away from this train. It's only taken him that long, but he is through. Fantastic stuff for Vengeance. He finally gets through. Black Box is now at the back, and he'll have to struggle with the dirty air of Tactician, although Mark's holding up Laggy TM here. I think Laggy TM has a little bit more. As Topia is defending himself in the chat. I wouldn't try and defend yourself against the Aussies, mate. The Aussies will win. There's no way. There's nothing other than that. As Terror Racer is the one now looking to get past Vengeance, the Australian driver. Yogurt though, he needs to now try pull 3 seconds out of Cameron unless he can get that penalty removed. We'll have a quick check. If he's a warning on lap 1, it'll most likely be removed. Oh no, lap 3 and lap 4. Not great, but he will have to see. Terror Racer. I don't know why I keep saying Terror Racer, lads, I'm not gonna lie. Yogurt's still right in the back of Cameron. And yes, as someone has said, Cameron is leading the race at 12 years old. He's leading the championship, and he's going to extend it by another 16 points. It is 16 points for a race win at PSGL. If you are unsure of the PSGL rules, it is 16 points for a race win. It's to make the championship a bit tighter, but I have my notepad here with a championship on it, and Cameron's still leading by 25 points. So he's not made it any closer for himself. As we have 3 laps remaining, it is looking like this will be another win for Cameron Dowds, who is just superior. He is a superior driver in this championship. He is so quick, and honest to God, I reckon he'll have this championship wrapped up by America, which is round number 13 of 15. If he could have it wrapped up in Mexico, realistically. He is super quick. But Yogurt is super quick as well, just hasn't quite had the consistency this season, as there may be a fight in the chat, but there is still a fight on track involving an Australian. He now has to defend from Terror Racer because he hasn't bolted away, and he does have a 3-second penalty. Terror Racer does not. We'll give you a penalty rundown. It is 3 for the top for second, third, and fourth. It is 5 for Black Box, 5 for Tactician, 6 for Mark, 8 for Laggy TM, and 11 for, oh my god, a sick boy. But this battle for the win is not gone, because obviously if Yogurt makes a move and Cameron spins, we have a fair game, but it does take a little bit away from the battle for the win when someone does receive a penalty. Although it still could be removed. It can be removed. So Yogurt could still try make a move past Cameron Dowds. Here, Cameron, the young Briton for Red Bull, going to extend both championship leads as Mark is out. Mark has crashed. He has crashed just after turn 10 of Portimao. We'll have a look and see what's happened here. No, he's just lost it. It's unfortunate for Mark, it really is, because he was having a good race. He wasn't in a good position, but he was driving well, more to say. The reverse strategy, it worked for Laggy TM, but sadly he did get taken out. It didn't really work for Mark. He just didn't have the early pace, and you need good early pace if you want the reverse strategy to work. But Yogurt is trying to get past Cameron Dowds, and I do apologise if my voice starts going a bit funny. I do have a cold at the minute, so sore throat is inevitable. But Yogurt is looking. He's looking, but it's not going to be worth much with that 3-second time penalty unless Cameron picks up one himself. Has Cameron picked up any warnings since we last checked? No, Mr. Consistent. Mr. Consistent. He hasn't picked up any warnings. He is doing a superb job leading this Grand Prix. Yogurt is going to look for it, and he is going to burn some ERS, I imagine. We'll get the telemetry. Oh god, he is 1% ERS. He has no hope of making a move here. He has 0, and Cameron has 70. So Yogurt is slowly starting to make mistakes, and he's just going to have... I think he's better for settling in for a P2 here, because there's thousands of logical situations. He loses all of them in terms of winning this race, because he's no ERS, he has that penalty, and Cameron is just has pace. There's just no way about it. Black Box on 3%, Terror Racer on 4%, Vengeance on 10%, Tactician on 11%, so they're all in a similar boat. They're going to have to try and make the move done on raw pace. But we're heading on to the final lap of the race almost. Just the penultimate time through the turn 10 of Portimao, which is a beautiful corner if you nail right, but it's very difficult to nail right, so it doesn't happen quite a lot. Turn 13 now, 14 and 15 onto the final lap. Cameron has 86% ERS and he's looking like this is going to be a stroll to the finish. But we're on to the final lap and the final main straight. Can Yogurt just get that toe and get this slipstream and find a way past? He's on 0% ERS, he's not getting anything, let alone overtake button. He's not getting any ERS, and he just can't catch up on the straight. He's just going to have to settle, and he's picked up a warning there, so I don't even think he can get it removed. I think he might just have to settle for P number 2 here, but don't set your eyes off on this, because PSGL F5 is known for last lap battles. Let us know your thoughts on this race, of course, who performed well, who performed poorly. We'll have a short chat about it after the race, of course, as Yogurt is struggling on fuel as well, so I think it's just limped the car home for Yogurt. These guys still have a fight. These all on similar ERS, all on similar tyres. Fortunately, Laggy TM, his tyres just died, and he couldn't quite catch up to these guys, but they're all a bit separated anyways, so I don't really think they can go for a move either. It hasn't been the last lap that we were all excited for the battle between Yogurt and Cameron, but that is mainly due to ERS management and due to a penalty. But it is the penultimate corner, one more run through Galp, and Cameron Dowds, a man who surely will go on to win the F5 Championship, will take another fantastic win in Portugal. Cameron wins the Portuguese Grand Prix and takes the fastest lap on the final lap. This performance cannot get any better for the young man. Maximum points for the Red Bull. Hazara will come home with a fantastic podium. That is splendid for Hazara. He will take some more points for the Aston Martin crew. Proud father in the chat, and rightly so. That was an excellent performance. And Vengeance, race may not have gone how he liked, but he's picked up a result here. P5 for Vengeance. Black Box will finish 6th. Tactician will spin across the line in 7th. Laggy TM will finish 8th. And oh my god, it's Sick Boy. He'll come home, unfortunately, in 9th. For him, it hasn't been the race that he wants. Fastest lap for Cameron. Top, you're saying congrats to Cameron. That's just a bit disrespectful, really. That's I wouldn't be saying that considering you DNF'd, but it's just a bit disrespectful, really. Laggy TM has picked up the in-game driver of the day, but I don't really know who would be the driver of the day. PSGL don't award it, so unfortunately I don't get to pick it how I would love to, but unfortunately I don't get to pick it. Vengeance did a superb job charging Mac up. He didn't at the start, but he came into play at the end, so well done, Vengeance. He did do the work that he needed to do. P4 on track, unfortunately to pick up that penalty. But he did do well, definitely did. Great comeback, yeah, gonna have to agree. Is this Vengeance's debut? See, I haven't been here the last 2 weeks, so unfortunately, unsure of that. But he did well. He did well. Cameron's dad saying, "Yes, my boy, fastest lap." Yep, fastest lap, the race win, and an extended championship lead. What more can you ask for? It's superb stuff from the young Briton. It is Cameron who wins the Portuguese Grand Prix. Yogurt finishing second. Hazara finishing third on the podium. He had a quiet race. A very, very quiet race, and did not have much to do. Terror Racer finishes in 4th, Vengeance finishes in 5th, Black Box 6th, Tactician finishes in 7th, Lucky TM finishes in 8th, oh my god, a sick boy in 9th. Our non-finishers were Mark, Bjorn, Harry, Yuri, Bradley, and Topia. Yeah, for the one topic in the chat actually is Hazara not falling asleep in the race. That must have been so boring for him. But we had a good race here in the commentary box. That looked cool with everyone leaving the lobby. I'm gonna admit that. But thank you all for joining us here for F5. Probably wasn't the most exciting race in the world, but we did have some fantastic battles throughout the race. I do hope you join us next week. The next week Grand Prix, we are at Circuit Gilles Villeneuve in Montreal, Canada. It's a fantastic circuit which we haven't seen in a while in F1, but it should be splendid. My name has been Evan Dalton, and I do hope you enjoyed this Grand Prix. We'll see you next week.